And we're live. Hello. So, I thought it over and I ultimately decided that at the next game that what I'm going to replace Mass Effect with is Factorio. Now you're probably thinking, "Wait, didn't I already do a series on this game?" Well, yeah, but that was vanilla. I'm going to do a modded series. Specifically, we'll be using the Age of Production mod, which just adds like a bunch of unique stuff. Now, my mod pack is mostly finalized, although I'm probably going to like do some like last minute additions or replacements. This is going to be like a really short stream just in general, not
What we're seeing in the Senate right now,
like let me like disable a mod or two and I'll just show you what I mean. Mm. All right, let's just wait for the game to finish loading. Okay, so I'm just gonna boot up a new game in creative mode and just show off like one or two of the features and also the map and also talk about the rules I'll be adding. Oh, this is what happens. So this is the space map. You may notice that there's a lot more planets than in vanilla. I added, let's see here, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 additional planets. Well, technically 4 and 2 moons. But still. Oh. We are going to have to get quite a bit of stuff done. But yeah, long story short, I actually wasn't sure what I wanted to do after Mass Effect. Like, I did know I wanted to do something like that was also sci-fi as opposed to another fantasy game. Since I didn't want to like have overlap between Sea of Stars and whatever I replaced it with. Like, I'm not the only person who's ever done a mod. I'm willing to bet that I'm not even the only VTuber who's done like a modded series on Factorio. But this is the one I'm going with. As you can see, I installed a ton of mods. There is one I'm currently using that we won't be using, but that's because, well, it's the creative mode mod, which is basically a cheat. Like an item spawner, like I have a total of, let's see here, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 different sciences. Like, that should keep me occupied for quite a while. And since I'm here, I might as well bring up, like, the ground rules. And I'll write them up right now and paste them in the description of the playlist once I've finished this stream. Oh, tiring day today, but hey, I get to relax in my own apartment. Hmm. Honestly, this isn't a half bad recipe, although I do find it odd that they don't require anything from Fulgora for ingredients. Like, oh, like the reason I decided to start this was mainly because of a combination of seeing all the cool planets and also the fact that I didn't play with mods at all during the first one. Now, I originally had like this mod that let me build a Dyson sphere program around the sun, but decided against it on the simple grounds that, well, I realized that would be a lot more work than it was worth. I did decide to also like give myself more varieties for enemies. Like you might have seen those enemies right there. Those are not in the vanilla game. Like you have biters and spitters, but no snappers. Now, in Space Age, which should not be confused with Space Exploration, since both are very different mods, you have to research, like, Volcanius, Volcora, Gleba. Ooh. Let me look something up. There are 12 Elf Science packs in the base game, but we're going to be researching. Looks like I need to choose one of them to delete. Like, the main... I say that because, well... I currently have, like, an odd number of science pack, and I would very much like an even number. Like, when I had that Dyson Spear program mod, I actually was fine, as well. That brought me up to, like, 18 mods, but now I'm at 17, which is an odd number. Like, let's see what Mulana has to say, and if it's good, I'll use that, and if not, I'll just toss one of the planets I do have. Ooh. Now I forgot what I was looking up. Now, I did use a mixture of, like, the planets that I've seen covered and ones that I've never seen anyone talk about, at least not anyone notable. In case you're wondering why I'm so adamant about, like... What was I going to say? Oh yeah, 18 sciences. It's mainly because, well, of, like, the labs, which... In vanilla, this wouldn't be a problem since you can... Since the labs are only big enough to have, like, at most, like, 5 by them if you don't use... At most, like, 7. Only there was a mod that added a moon for Gleba. Honestly, I'm actually kind of leaning towards taking Mulana off. I want to keep this black hole planet all on there mainly because, well, while it doesn't unlock anything at the moment, it might by the time I get there, and also, well, it's just cool. Like, there's a total of 12 sciences, and that does include the Prometheum science. So let me give you an idea of what it looks like. Where's the there we go, biolabs. Like, this is a sample setup for like a 14 lab setup on vanilla. If possible, I want to make it so that I need 9 belts. So I need like a few long inserters. Also, I just found a bunch of other cool stuff. I think I'm gonna like decide which planets I want to keep and which ones I get rid of off stream. Since oddly enough, I have been feeling kind of tired. So you know what? I will end the stream by basically generating my world. And I will publish a mod that will let you guys download all the mods that I use. I honestly hate the cliffs on Nibby, so I'm going to disable them, but whew. All right, let's generate a good map, then we'll call it a stream. A few things to note that I'm gonna bring up, like, I have a huge dislike of like patches overlapping, so don't be surprised if I did some that seem like otherwise perfectly good. This one actually looks good. Okay, we prepared for our Sunday's stream, so you know what? I'm gonna call it a stream here. Gotta go splash some water in my face, and also I want to do some other things. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'm Andreas Rebel, and I'll see you on my next assignment. Later.